Bom dia, boa tarde, tudo bem? How are you? Slán agus banach with Galer. It's very early in the morning. It's 6 o'clock, I think. Been up since 5 because the dogs get me up at 5 o'clock. And I feed them and then water them, bring them out, do their wheeze. I do my wheeze, and then I make a coffee, and then we get back into bed. But I'm just showing you who's attached to my hip, especially when Fabi is away. They get to have the whole of his side of the bed. So when you think about the size of my bed is a king size bed. It's a big bed. Watch. So this is me. This is my form here. And this is the edge of the bed. So I'm literally this much away from the edge of the bed. And then we have Linus over there. And then we have this little fella attached to my hip today. And he's just there. Now normally, he's actually really good. Normally he will jump down and go to his bed, which is on the floor. But he stayed with me all night last night, and I have a feeling it's because it's bloody horrible out. And it was raining loads last night. And today it's going to stop raining and get a bit nice again. For the next 3 or 4 days, it's fairly cool for this time of year. It's in the early 20s, but then Thursday it gets hot again, so it goes up to the proper temperature, which should be around 23, 25 degrees. So I've become completely and utterly acclimatized to it. So literally, I turned on the fire last night. I actually turned the fucking fire on. Because I was cold, and I put my jumpers on, and I put my socks and my pajamas bottoms on and everything because I was cold. And yesterday we had our friends over. So I didn't drink really. I had one Aperol Spritz, and that's all. Because I wanted today to be fresh. I don't want to be hungover today and Monday. I want to start my workout regime again properly. I haven't really done much with the weights or anything like that because I've been just moving boxes and doing, so much of the other sort of stuff. I thought to myself, well, that's pretty much my workout. So I'm going to start today with a proper workout. And I have one of those workout apps, that I've been using for quite a while. Muscle Monster, I think it's called, which is sort of good. It gets a bit repetitive, so I think I might actually change app to another one. I just need a hand, I need a bit of structure when I'm working out, so I understand what I'm doing. I know I could just go online onto YouTube and watch all these fitness experts and shit like that, but it's just who has the time, and I get really bored of looking at them after a while and them telling you what's wrong with you and all of that. So I much prefer an app where it's just, here's your program, do it. So that's what I'm going to do. Start off, going to start using, the app. But I just thought I'd come on very early in the morning just to show you where the dogs are and to show you how much of the actual bed I actually use in the morning. Because the two little shitheads take the whole room of the whole entire thing. Everybody, good afternoon. It is another look at that. It has just, I thought it was going to be lovely today. I thought I was going to get out and do whatever, but no, it's just non-stop rain. So there's a bit of blue sky now. So hopefully I can do what I need to do. I have to go into Messina's and to deliver some makeup for my online store. and I want to get to the garden. Now, one thing I did do was I had a look. I went down to where I planted something last time, which was there, that thing. And it was like rock, and I was there hammering away for ages, but actually I just tried it again, and it's actually soft. It's actually soft obviously because of the rain. So it's a good time to plant some stuff, so I'm going to do that. My friends gave me these flowers, these plants here, from their garden to plant out, so I'm going to plant those out. And first of all, though, I'm getting back into my routine. I'm going to do a workout. I'm going to work out and try and get myself a little bit fit or fitter. But one of my friends yesterday at our lunch said I'd lost a little bit of weight, so I was like, you. So anyway, that's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bore you with my workout because, you know, who the fuck wants to see me working out? But anyway, hey everybody, it is good evening, everybody. How are you? I've done absolutely nothing today because the weather's been so shocking, but I will hopefully get back and I'm going to do a bit of something now. Now that the earth is wet and you can actually dig it up. I am driving back from the Zinaj because I was there to post some makeup to a client. I have my own makeup range, and one thing you should never do in the countryside, I've just discovered, is when you live 20 minutes away from the nearest town, is you get to the town and you find the post office and you go into that town and post office and you get your billet or your ingleso, I think it's called, and you get your ticket and you sit there and you wait, and then you get up to the woman and you ask for an envelope, of course in flawless Portuguese, and then she gives you the envelope, and then you look for your wallet and you realise, fuck, I've just left my wallet behind. So that's exactly what I just did. So I had to go all the way, apologise profusely, and say I'll be back soon, not knowing if she understood a fucking word I just said, in flawless Portuguese, of course. And I had to drive all the way back, get my wallet, and I picked up the dogs because I could hear them howling in the house. And I picked up the dogs and I had to drive all the way back home, and I had to... Linus is gagging to get out of the car, as is Theo, and we'll go for a little bit of a walk around the property, around the compound, and yeah, I'll hopefully do a bit of planting or do something, because I'm, you know, I hate having just to sit in the house in the rain. So there you go. Thankfully I didn't have a wedding today. God, the poor brides, whoever's getting married in the Algarve at the moment, poor things. I've got one on coming up this in the next couple of days, and I'm just like, God, I hope the weather gets better for her. I think it is, I think it will, but gosh. You okay, baby? So, going for a walk with the little ones. It's cold, chilly, but still beautiful. And I'm really interested in knowing what that is, what that lake is. I think I can walk there. Well, we'll see how your man holds up. I mean, you try being 150 or whatever age he is. 17. He'll be 17 in June. So I'm not quite sure what that is in dog years, if anyone could tell me. But he's still going, a bit like myself. Oh, okay, you're a bit stuck, aren't you? You a little bit stuck? Yeah, okay. This is better, isn't it? Yeah. Don't you use your legs. Wish I had somebody to carry me. Really want to go exploring around the lake there, and these guys over here, this sort of little forestry area. But I can't do that with the dogs, I have to do it on my own. So, quite a few of my friends and so on have asked me what's it like to live out here, to be, a city boy, which is exactly what I am. I mean, I grew up in Dublin. I grew up in pretty much the suburbs of Dublin, but I spent most of my time in the city centre with my mates, and my work was in the city of Dublin, and and then I had my own company and I travelled around Ireland. But I've always loved the country, always loved the quiet, and I like my own company. So in answer to their questions, how do I think I'll get on here in the country, and is it okay for me? The answer is absolutely. And especially nowadays with like modern technology and stuff, I can go on and watch. I'm really into politics, and I'm fascinated. Oh, I forgot about him. I think I'd be okay getting up. I'm fascinated with what's going on in the world, and anyway, don't get me started. But I can do that with my phone. I can talk to my friends with my phone, and I can. We've got Wi-Fi, and in the blink of an eye you can talk to somebody on WhatsApp, whatever, and so you don't feel isolated. Well, I certainly don't feel isolated yet, anyway. Maybe I'm talking too soon, but so far I don't feel isolated. So I think there's a word. I'm a very social person, but at the same time I'm quite introverted, and I believe the term is a social introvert. So I love my own company, I love solitude, I like being here. Like, I'm here probably a bit longer than I want to be, because Fabi's away for quite a while, and I'll really miss him, and I'll really look forward to when he comes home. So until then, you just gotta make the best of it, and that's what I'll do. And then when I want to see my mates here in the Algarve, thankfully I've got some lovely friends. We just go out to them, or they'll come to me, and then I can come back here and get away from everything and do my own thing. And when I'm working, when I have jobs on, I can just go do those and come back here and be on my own. And then we go away quite a bit. Like, we love city breaks. We go into Lisbon quite a bit. We try to do that every 2 months. We try to maybe just do a trip into Lisbon for a long weekend, and we do lots of gay shit. We eat go to nice restaurants, and we do our gay crap, go to gay bars and all of that. I mean, there is that here in the Algarve, but it's quite a small amount. For such a fantastic beach resort. I mean, there's beaches everywhere, and it's beauty like this all around. It's amazing that there's not huge amounts of gay life. Like, there obviously were, I'm in quite a few gay groups, and there's lots and lots and lots of gay people here. I mean, I think Portugal's I believe it's one of the top 5 in Europe for out gay people. So, but the Algarve, I don't know what it is. It just doesn't seem to have the bars or the structure that, say, Barcelona would have, or Sitges would have, or any of those sort of towns that are like Sitges will be, sort of similar to the Algarve, if you like, to, say, Albufeira, but there's only one gay bar in Albufeira, and one gay bar, one club in Albufeira. So it is amazing to me that there's not more gay lifestyle here, but dude, what's going on? Hello. No, alright. See up there, sparrows are building their nest, which is totally fine. I don't mind them out here as long as they're not around the other side. Okay. So we're back and I have to check my feet for ticks. They're wet. Are they dry? Yeah. Right, I have to check my... Oh no, that's wet. I look like I peed my pants. Come on, Linus, get away from the water. Come on. Alright. Check myself for ticks. Could be in the shoes. And crawling around. No. No, I'm checking in a sec. Hang on. No. No. Here, boy, come here. Yes, over here. Hold out. Oh. Stop. No, that was just water. Okay. Anyway. You're okay. Yeah, stay. Good boy. Alright, you're okay too. Ooh, so we're all okay for ticks. So I'm going to plant one of my friends Chris's plants. I'm going to plant this one and I'm going to I christen this area that I'm going to plant this plant. I christen it Chris's corner. And that's going to be here because this is where Chris's plants are going to go. Put that there. Chris's corner. I'll be able to dig up that soil. Put that there. Into Chris's corner. So it is softer, but Jesus, it's literally just fucking rock. Like, just rocks upon rocks upon rocks. Bought a trowel in Aldi. Feel the rain. Yep. Gonna piss down it again. Theo, don't go far. Let's get this in before the rain. Let's get the easy thing out. Now. Oh, it's very easy. There you go. One of Chris's first plants. Now, a bit more soil around it. I think that's enough. And pat it down, and then just cover it with all the crap soil. Now, okay, Chris, there's one of your first plants. I have absolutely no idea what the name of it is. Spiky thorny thing. There you go. That's its name. The spiky thorny thing is in, and it's raining. actually stopped. I might see if I can plant this one now as well. But the spiky thorny thing is in. Going to help me. There's the irrigation. One of the irrigation lines. Okay, here's the hole. It's that much in. Fuck me, it's really hard. Okay, so the hole is as big as the pot. So other spiky thorny thing is going to go in. There's a bit of soil. I assume that's okay to do. A little bit of soil. And now let's plant it. Okay. No, excuse me, mister. Okay. Oh, where did you think you're coming? No. Oh, sweet. Alright. So other spiky thorny thing. Plump it in. There we go. Perfect fit. Look at that. Give it a bit of a squelch around. I believe that's what you're supposed to do to loosen up the roots, I've been told. And then we're going to put some good soil into the spiky thorny thing that I know Chris probably gave me because he knows it's spiky and thorny and just wants it to hurt me. And then patting it in like that and then covering it up with the shit fucking shale rocky crap ground like that. And then we have another spiky thorny thing in. There you go. I could be all fucking, you know, make up a name, so I'll make up a name. This is the Chrysanthus spikius thornius. That's your actual Latin for spiky thorny thing of the Algarve. Spikius thornius. Spikius thornius. Bastardiest. Plantiest. So, what else is in here? This motherfucker here, which is very, very spiky and extremely thorny. And if you rub up against it, it gets little tiny burbs in your finger and you can't take them out. They're a nightmare, both of those. But this is beautiful. I'm going to pop that in a pot so we can see it. And this one, I'm going to leave it in the pot. Chris says it needs to get more water because it's not rooted as much as it should yet. And these little buggers here are chilies, long chilies. What I'm going to try do is I'm going to plant as many chili plants around as I can because I fucking love chilies and I love chili sauce and my husband loves chili sauce and I love the fact that we can grow chilies outside. It just fascinates me. I'm fascinated by them. So I think what I'm going to do is just going to plant regular ones. I have seeds of regular ones now and then Chris kindly gave me those. And then I'm going to get like fucking Carolina Reapers and all that sort of, you know, really, 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 really strong chilies. I think they'll grow. I'll see if they'll grow in this climate, but I don't see why not. I mean, normally it's fucking boiling here. So that's what I think I'm going to do. But I have to water those in and then I'm going to go down and have a look at my fern, which I planted the other day, a week ago, which I have no idea whether it's dead or alive. So let's go do that. Down to Chris's corner. And water in these. I know it's been pissing rain all day, but still water them in. I've always been told you should water in plants, I believe. I don't know if that's right. Anyone wants to tell me? Is that the right thing to do? You water them in like that, and then I want to go down and see the fern because it's under a tree, so it might not have been getting much water for the way the rain's been going. I'm sure it has. There he is. Oh look, he's growing. There's little prongs. Is it prongs? Is that what we're calling it? Little prongs coming off it, so it must be working. I'm very proud. Little prongs. Prongs. Very proud. Very pride, Janet. Ah, look, there's a spiky thorny thing that we already have. Ah, fab. That's what it'll eventually look like. Isn't that beautiful? Wow. Once the weather gets a little bit better, I'm going to have to start trimming the whole areas because it's very overgrown, especially along the driveway. It definitely needs to be cut because it, you know, I don't want to impede our driving. There's enough there to impede our driving. Well, when I say our driving, my driving, than to have like fucking, you know, overgrown grass. So I'm going to do that once the weather gets better. Start on the driveway and then work my way down each side. And I'm going to work my way down to the river as well, so you can come down and see the river with me for the first time. So that's going to be a lot of work, but you know, there you go, it should be fun. So this is where I'm thinking, where I've been told and where people say I should put a little bit of a vegetable patch. Sacrificial altar is where I sacrifice virgins on a regular basis. And it's very overgrown now because it hasn't been touched for a while. But I'm thinking I may, in with the lovely flowers, is I might put some, you know, dig it up and put some vegetables on maybe that side. What do you think? You know, I don't want a huge vegetable patch, I just want that size. I want to grow, you know, tomatoes, and I'm going to put an avocado tree down, and I want to put, you know, other things. But I don't want like onions and shit like that, you know, stuff that I eat, lettuce, and, you know, there's a dog riding my leg. Which one is it? Oh my god. Linus, stop riding my leg. You just rid my leg. The dog just rid my leg. I've just been ridden by a dog. He's fucking 105 or something. Jesus Christ. I was going to do it, but I'm not now because it's just about to piss fucking rain. I mean, fuck's sake. Piss off rain. Absolutely fucking book it down. Oh, look at that beautiful tree. I think that's the madrono tree. I'll just show it to you. It's beautiful blossoms. That one there. I think that's a madrono tree. Can anyone tell me if that's what that is? Look how beautiful, dramatic the sky is. But I just want it to be blue.